Yeah.
Okay.
I think I just use one time only.
Oh, really?
Maybe
Yeah.
I think it is fine. I just put
How
my
is life
video.
in
Well,
Thailand?
maybe it's not that clear, but yeah, I put my video on.
How is life in Thailand?
Very, very good. I think you can see me, but maybe the lighting is not that clear. Yeah. So I mean, in Thailand now, like the government put the state of emergency since March 22nd. Yeah, and then to also in the Bangkok, the university is closed since the March 22nd and until the end of April. So we have to teach online from that date. But actually, because I came back from US at the beginning of March, so I have to quarantine, stay home 14 days. And typically I work from home for 2 months. I think I think it's closing to 2 months now, but it's soon at the end of the semester. Yeah. So I think we all adapt to, they said, the new normal, right? Yeah. So I think if you are university professor, you automatically adapt to now the online teaching.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
So as business community.
Yeah, because here also business, the department store and I mean all the major business are also closed. Yeah, so there's a lot of suffer on that as well. Although it's a good news that we can contain the number of new infected. So now it's only like 10 or 15 per day. Yeah. So next week the government will make a decision of whether we will continue the lockdown or not. Yeah. Yeah, Takako, please.
Let me introduce friend from Indonesia.
Yeah.
But first, Ibu Dwiza. Ibu Dwiza, would you like to show off? Please introduce yourself and something. Actually, I would like to tell Bu Dwiza, are you preparing? Bu Dwiza. Bu Dwiza. Yeah, actually, last time on Tuesday.
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I cannot.
Okay.
We cannot see you there.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all. Yeah. Nice to meet you all. I'm Dwi Zariana from Indonesia, IEEE Indonesian section. Very happy to see you all. Thank you for this invitation. I hope we can all remain productive in this pandemic corona. Thank you.
Yes, and I will call Ibu Carlisa, please, from IPB. Yes.
Thank you, Prof. Lee, for the opportunity. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Thank you. How are you?
I miss you all. Dr. Kako, Prof. Emmy, and then Prof. Celia. I miss you all.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, nice to see you again, although only online, but it's very nice to see all of you in this opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof. Riri, for conducting this this meeting online. It's very helpful to, I think, to clear up our minds, because now we have to stay at home, and now it's already 1 month, more than 1 month that we stay at home. But by having this kind of meetings, I think it will give a positive energy for all of us, so that we can stay calm and stay positive during this pandemic. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlisa. And Ibu Afni, please introduce yourself. Yeah. Can you?
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Yes.
Afni.
Thank you, Prof. Riri, for the opportunity. Hello, Prof. Supafadi, Prof. Takako, Prof. Celia, Prof. Emmy. Nice to meet you two again, even though it is online. Do you still remember me? Hopefully, yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. Riri, for conducting this meeting. Hopefully, by doing some brainstorming or discussion during this meeting, we can have something that can share to each other, to the globe, the positive vibe during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you, Bu Lina from Bali. We have Bulina from Bali. Bulina, she's the one who hosting all the meetings, our meeting in Bali.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Thank you, Bu Riri, for this kind opportunity. And of course, I'm happy to see all of you, Prof. Takako, Celia, and all close friends in a woman in engineering. And of course, now we have to do everything online, even hugging close friend, hug online too, kiss online. So we have to get used to do it. And Bu Agnes said something that she cannot join this meeting today, Agnes. And
Oh, yes.
yes,
I
she
see.
passed
Yeah, she send her regards to you
her
all.
warm regard to Prof. Takako, to Celia, and to all of us. Thank you, Bu Riri. Back to you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Bulina, and let's Sri from Yasi University. Yes, want to say something? Bu Sri.
Hello, all of
Hello.
you. Thank you, Prof. Riri, for conducting this meeting and let me join this meeting. It's very happy to see you all of you. Although we are over the world, we can join this meeting and hope in this meeting we can have some positive sharing each other. Thank you.
Thank you. Bu Yoke from Bandung, from ITB.
Hi.
You were here?
Yes.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
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 Hi. I'm Yuka from
Hi.
ITB Bandung. And I'm Alia. We're actually mother and daughter, so this is an app theme. We are co-chairs also for IEEE Site Indonesia. And I just started working under Supafadi for the HAC communication team.
Yeah, thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you, Prof. Riri, and everyone for arranging this and inviting us. Basically, we look forward for the meeting.
Thank you, and Alia back in Bandung. And we have Budini from BPPT, Indonesian BPPT, please, Budini. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can. Please. We cannot see you though.
Hello.
Yeah, we cannot see your video. Hello.
Hello. Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you all. Thank you, Prof. Riri, for this opportunity. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Dini. I am from the Agency of the Assessment and Application of Technology in Indonesia. I'm also the mother of one daughter and undergo long-distance marriage. So I think in this week, the COVID-19 pandemic, I think all mothers have their own problems. But I believe we can deal with the COVID-19 calmly and confidence. We can provide the best support for our family. So I hope this sharing can strengthen us together. And the last, let's be happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we have Bu Dewi, please.
Yes.
Dewi
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. First of all,
Hi.
thank you, Professor Riri, for inviting me to this discussion. And I would like to greet Professor Celia, Professor Takako, Professor Emiliano, and Professor Sufawadi. We met this last November on HTC.
And thank you. Now I feel that my small room, my small home becoming wider now because many colleagues from Japan, from Thailand, and will share a positive energy to face the pandemic COVID-19. Thank you. Please.
Thank you so much. We have Buyus. Yes, Buyus. Buyus. I see Buyus. Oh, do you want to say something? Yes.
Yes. Thank you for the time. Everybody can hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for the time, Professor Riri. Hi, my name is Yus. I'm from Makassar, Jakarta. Nice to meet you all, especially we meet again, Prof. Takako, Yano, Prof. Supadi, and Prof. Cecilia. I know right now we are trying to survive in a pandemic as a mother, as a wife, as a lecturer, etc. And we know that we do all in a work from home mechanism. Yes. And most of those we change our habit or our conduct in everyday life. And we hope we can survive and we can get a more better life after this. Okay, that's from me.
Thank you so much. And I think Bu Dwiza already prepared a video for us. If you want to show something, please. Bu Dwiza, you want to share your screen?
Wait.
Okay, meanwhile, maybe you already.
Okay.
Right. You know, while she's preparing the background behind me.
No.
Yeah, you can prepare. The background behind me was the picture of made by Dr. Alia. She is very clever in making things, you know, and it's the real summary of what we have on Tuesday on the commemoration of the heroine of Indonesian emancipation hero, which was born in 1879, I think. But he wrote a very big, good book, philosophically very touchy, so that it's inspired so many people. So every year we celebrate that by you wearing a traditional costume, but not now, not only talking about small costume, but also to prepare ourselves. So last time we talked about a lot of things, how to empower ladies, a woman at home, because we were depressed with all this, you know, so many work with household and also work. So please, Buduiza, you are on. Your screen. Buduiza? No, we cannot see. Maybe you share the wrong screen. This is the WhatsApp that you show.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's it now. That's fine.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace be upon you. Happy Cardinis Day to women all over the world.
It's stopping.
The video is
stopping, Bu.
Yeah, I'm sorry because maybe this my network is not good.
Oh, okay, right. Actually, say something a little bit. Basically, this is something that we show on Tuesday to show, you know, the mixing between the tradition and also the future of the role of woman as a mother, as a lecturer, as a employer, and those that makes that the distribute loves to everyone in the home, you know. So actually, Dr. Dwiza already prepared something, but I think the network is not very good. So, but it is something that we show last time for 2 hours. Our meeting was officially opened by the Minister of Women Empowerment and Child Protection of Indonesia, and also the #1 lady in Indonesia, which is very clever and very bright. She is the Minister of Finance from Indonesia. Her name is Dr. Sri Mulyani. So all of us, yes, the last time, as you can see here in my background, was talking, and Dr. Alia actually make the summary of what we have done during our talk, which was attended by people from all over Indonesia. More than 350 people registered, and it was a successful, very successful event, which was only, yeah, this is the Kartini Day celebration, and it was only prepared for 40 days, 4 days by all these ladies, and they make up very good modules, which we have put into the YouTube WIE Indonesia, if you would like to have a look later on. Yeah, actually that is. Do you want to say something, Budwiza, more? Budwiza? Budwiza?
Maybe she had trouble with connection, Professor.
Good. Yes, okay. I'd like to go to Bu Afni. Please, Bu Afni, if you want to share.
Yes, this is I've said something that you just mentioned before, Prof. Lily. I've shared a screen. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, this is your screen. Okay, you can
Uh-huh.
talk more on
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Please.
So I show the screen. Basically, this is the things that just explained by Prof. Lily, what we have done several days ago. So actually, we have. Wait a second. So what we have done several days ago actually is one of our plan as Women in Engineering IEEE Indonesia against COVID-19 series. So we managed to have three main activities. The first activities is the webinar that have been held in April 21st as a Kartini Day celebration. She is one of a female hero who actually inspired us to be the central of education, mom as a central of education for their kids at home. So in this pandemic, the relevancy is very good. So we put the theme of how to manage school from home for mom in COVID-19 pandemic in that Kartini Day celebration. And as Prof. Riri mentioned before, that the webinar was going very successful. The participant is very enthusiastic. During the panel discussion, a lot of questions have been raised up, and there are some requests to have another webinar from us. So it means that there are positive feedbacks from the audience, from the participants, and we still have another 2 agenda, especially for our contribution in this pandemic. The second agenda is about a good nutrition for family against COVID-19. We know that during this pandemic, providing a good nutrition for family to have a good healthy condition is very urgent. So we have Bu Yoke, who she's not only an engineer but also a medical doctor. So we are utilizing Bu Yoke expertise to share with us and to share with others about how we provide a good nutrition for family against the COVID-19. So the concept of this contribution will be a webinar as well. And also we plan to collect some food repository for family in Indonesia to give to give some alternative for family to prepare foods for their family, which consists a good nutrition indeed. And also tip for food storage, because during this pandemic, it is suggested to us to stay more at home. So means that we need to do more food storage. So we will share also the tips how to do a good food storage. And the last, the third activity that we plan to also conduct it during this pandemic as Women in Engineering Indonesia contribution is how we do some IoT innovation for food security during COVID-19 outbreaks, because we have Dr. Kalisa and also Dr. Wahyuni, who has expertise and also research concentration on this area. So hopefully we can create a module that can be easily implemented at home to do some like hydroponic agriculture, and also utilize simple IoT to run that hydroponic agriculture. So the issue is more on the food security during the COVID-19 outbreak for some plants that is not really complicated to be implemented at home. And I think this is what we have done. So now at this meeting, hopefully we can share, we can think what we can do together, so we can share more positive vibe to larger community worldwide, not only in Indonesia, but also maybe in Southeast Asia, or maybe in Asia Pacific, and others. Yeah, I guess that's it, Prof. Really.
Thank you so much, Bu Afni. I think our friends from Japan, from Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Bangladesh already been introduced to our activities. Bu Yoke, would you like to share something, please? Dr. Yoke?
Okay. So we prepared a little bit of something. Today we'd like to highlight 3 topics. First is family away from home. Second, our role as teachers or lecturers, as sort of secondary parents, secondary mothers, and a project that we are planning with IEEE side.
Okay, first, well, a lot of the discussion focused on how to manage your family inside the home. Some of us, as a mother, may have a daughter, sons, or parents away from home. At one point, my family, 3 out of 4 my children live abroad, one in America, one in Japan, and one in Australia. But now I still have one that lives in Japan. She just started working as an assistant professor in Okayama University, and now she's also doing work from home also.
Well, luckily, first, she lived in Japan already for 6 years. So while it's a new city, it's not too new. Second, in Japan, it's relatively safe. So more or less, she's fine. She has access to transportation, to food, and the basic necessities.
But however, we also do an extra step to make sure she's all right, both physically and especially mentally. No, we would like to highlight 3 that can be adopted, maybe.
For either if you have children abroad, or parents, or siblings, or uncles, and so on and so forth, because in addition to handling things at home, it's also important that we keep in touch with family or friends that are outside of our home.
Okay.
So first,
it's planning together.
So when Japan announced its emergency state, one of the first things we do is sort of like to do planning together, what to shop for in terms of supply, what are the vital contacts, contingency plans, and so on and so forth. But also not just vital things, but also entertainment planning, so that she does not get bored, for example, staying all alone. So for her, it's baking supplies, because we are a family that like to cook.
Okay. Second.
Okay. Trouble with the network.
trouble with the network again.
Yes, I guess
Yeah.
so.
Okay, okay, then we will go to Bu Dewi then, if you want to say something, Bu Dewi.
I want to share slide.
Yes, please.
Is we would turn on video call, well, not necessarily.
Maybe I can.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
Yeah, you can go on. You can go on first, Bu
Okay.
Alia. Yes.
Yeah, we will just put on the video call while we're working, but when we just need to chat a bit, we'll just talk as if she's on the other side of the table, not on the other side of the world. So we don't really need to talk, like try to find things to talk about, but just to have the company.
Okay, but then finally, giving them roles and inviting them in family activity.
So yeah, she when you feel when you are away, sometimes you feel isolated if you don't have role in things to do at home. For example, in preparing the teleconference last Tuesday, she contributed in making the music for the video. So that way, it's part of the family effort.
Okay, now the second topic is actually related to the first. A lot of our students are being away from their family in Indonesia, and they are facing a prospect of not being able to go home in Idul Fitri. It's like a Christmas in other country.
Yeah, so a lot of us are lecturers, and while we cannot replace family, we can complement the role of family by giving some simple attention. So some practices that we use for our family, we also use for our students.
First, planning together and assigning roles.
In addition to giving clear guidelines based on university policy, involving students in decision-making for methods of lectures, exams, and assignments also give them a sense of agency and clarity in uncertain times. And it also lets us know if they have problems, for example, in terms of not having internet or having access to services, or giving clear guidelines based on.
Okay, second, the routine social contact can be implemented by
just periodic checkups on how they are doing. That way we also know if something is wrong with them, and spending a bit of time in the virtual classroom to say, hi, how are you doing? And providing a channel of communication if they have problems. So you just tell them like, oh, if you have some problem, you can just privately contact us. And then we can try to find resources, direct them to necessary resources.
Okay. And finally, we could be developing a proposal for IEEE IC funding for COVID response.
Yeah, we're designing a simple web system with a simple simulation-based educational content on social distancing, as well as simple planning, like what to shop for, how much to shop for your family, and how you to manage menus and stuff like that. This is actually related to my work. I'm currently recruited also in the Indonesian BPPT, which is the National Innovation and Research Body for the COVID-19 Innovation Task Force. And I'm doing works on some simulation. And this is sort of like a very simple part of it that can be used by the general public, either mothers or students. So I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So we hope that the system will help increase effectiveness of social distancing effort, as well as help students, mothers, and resilience during this period. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Arigato gozaimashita.
Thank you. Prof. Riri, we can hear you mute your voice. Professor Riri, yes, you are muted.
Thank you so much. Yeah, last time they were doing so much magic, you know, in one night, they can do so many things as a family. That is something that I learned, you know, during this COVID time, because Bu Yoke showed us a lot of things in the morning, like pictures of food that she prepared, gardening research, you know, so many things that inspired us, you know, and I'm going to start hydroponics tomorrow because of Bu Yoke. Right. Thank you so much, Bu Yoke. And who else would like to have a session?
Maybe I will share with only 3 slides.
Okay. We have, yes, please. Dewi.
Thank you. Okay. I just want to share. This is the slide that I present last Tuesday on the webinar, WIE webinar in Indonesia. This is how to recognize mom's work during COVID-19 pandemic. I'm Dewi Liana from State Polytechnic of Jakarta. First of all, I'm asking to flashback to the timeline of women roles from time to time. In 19th century, women were being domesticated. It means that women did the household chores while men working outside. And then in 20th century, this is the emancipation era where women and men had a equal roles and various profession involving women is we had many profession at that era. And then going back now to the 21st century and especially early 2020, we are forced to be domesticated back again due to COVID-19 pandemic. And then women have a double or even multiple roles to work as a working mother and then to manage school from home for their children. And then how is next? And we know in a pressure condition, we will transform. We accelerate and transform from normal activities into online activities. And then to recognize women roles, I highlighted 2 points. The first is self-appreciation and the second is family appreciation. Self-appreciation is to motivate women by understanding that the basic job of women is being a mom and then educate their children. It is a noble duty. And then we can appreciate self by actualize hobbies and discovering many new hobbies like gardening and then hydroponic and then also cooking and so on. We also need me time as a mom to reset into a zero or normal state again by reading and watching drama or meditation and so on. And then we can recognize mom's work through online interaction in social media by posting our activities with children. And the last is family appreciation. It is can be gained by distributing chores to family members and involving death roles if there is a death. And then during this era, we can strengthen the emotional bonding. We have more quality time with our children. As in my case, since I am becoming a teacher for my children, I want my sons, I have 2 sons, to evaluate me by assessing me and giving me a reward chart. This is the example that they give me weekly. Every day they just give me a sticker on happy and sad, and then for what occasion. I guess that's all from me to motivate moms in Indonesia and all over the world to be more positive to face this era. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Bu Dewi. That's really nice. I think Emmy, understand what we are talking last time now with this introduction in English. That's why we made this special session for you so that you know what's happening because you spent 2 hours for us last time. That's why say it in English so that it's easier.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Any question for my friends?
No, I can understand.
I can understand now.
Much, yeah.
Who else would like to say? Yes. Siapa, Bu?
Bu Dwiza has sent the video to Bu Dewi. Maybe Bu Dewi will.
Okay, I will share the video.
Oh, okay, Bu Dewi, please. Yes.
Wait. This is the video. Can you see the video?
Yes.
Wait. With the video. Oh, maybe I can download the video. I'm sorry.
Cannot, yeah.
Yeah, cannot download. Okay. I will try to download the video. I'm sorry, technical problem.
Hello. Bu Dewi.
Yes.
Yeah, internet is unstable. Is it okay? You can try once more. Is it okay?
No, I cannot play the video.
Hopefully it's not.
Sorry.
Cannot
Yeah.
play the video. Who else would like to talk? Bu Dini, would you like to say something, Bu Dini? Bu Dini? Or who else?
Prof. Paulina wants to say,
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
After Paulina, yeah, Paulina Chan. Yes, please. You want to say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am Paulina, and it is amazing, to hear, all my, women girlfriends and engineers, to do all this fantastic job in coping with the pandemic. And I'd like to share with you what's going on in Hong Kong.
Yes, please.
Yeah. First of all, Hong Kong is very unique because many parents have been sending, the children, to studies, overseas. And many of those being, studying in the UK. And that becomes, a unique situation for the last, 4 weeks, because there's a big influx of students or children, studying from UK, to return home. And that impacts, the family, especially the mothers. And many mothers are used to be working, out of home,
to study, overseas. And many
maybe you can mute the sound. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, then becomes a very big challenge. For example, just the college, I have been mentoring, the program is over 500, university, undergrads, returning home. And many of them are going through quarantine, compulsory for 14 days. So that is one bunch of challenges, to deal with. And then another group, would be the mentoring, programs with the Anglican Church in Hong Kong. Those are the pre-university, student age 12 to 16. And they have different needs and they have different demands. So being mother, of these groups of students, how are they going to juggle between working from home and working at home and working out of home? Now, Hong Kong has not done a complete lockdown. People are still able, to go to work selectively. And that makes things even more complicated because, the juggling of schedule and also the juggling of preferences, has caused something like dismay or disappointment between employer and employees. And some employers, especially, Hong Kong have many conventional style of industries. They feel that they would like to see, their employees, men and women, to be present, at home. And many of the work, such as trading, work, really need to trade in person. That includes gold and few days ago, the oil, trading. So that impacts a lot. But women are very resilient, and in Hong Kong, they're very innovative, and they always prepare for the next unknown. That including our WIE, members in Hong Kong. There are quite a few, and they are all working out of the home and from home, and they found a community of interest group, together, both from supervising, I wouldn't use the word babysitting because they're big babies now, organizing interest group, as well as organizing classes for example, coding classes, Python classes, and Internet of Things classes, you know, Lego classes. These have been, you know, quite active, you know, at the IEEE in Hong Kong. So that I like to share. And another thing is upskilling. That's another important thing, because no, not all members, you know, both WIE and non-WIE members in Hong Kong are necessary to be very current, you know, in the use of in the use of, you know, advanced technology. Of course, everybody's very current in using technology because it is part of our life. So that push the mother to really learn with the children all the new things, you know, happening. And I think that's exciting, you know, to me, that we have a brand new advanced communities of WIE, and we can do much more, you know, together. And we also invite, you know, the husbands and the men. Some of them are, you know, IEEE members. Some of them are other industries, work together. So the multidisciplinary aspect, you know, of this pandemic really give us benefits, you know, to be, you know, to face the reality. So I think this is very exciting, you know, from our perspective. And I would like to see that and share that among my sisters, you know, in the region, and with IEEE and with other discipline, that we can do that, you know, all together. And then in our forthcoming organizations of discussion, seminars, you know, conferences, you know, this would be a good topic to talk about, right? And then specifically from COVID perspective, we had a webinar, you know, end of February. At that time, Hong Kong was at the peak of the pandemic. So it being an IEEE, you know, co-organized, you know, with two others, you know, professional institution, you know, to do this webinar. And that was very well attended and across 14 countries. And I want to share with you and with all of us, something like that can happen. And there were audience and interest were definitely there. So the next thing I would say is, how are we going to handle the mental health?
Yes, thank you.
You know, yeah, thank you. That's all I would like to report.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Dr. That's really great that you share your experience in February. Also, you already discussed this. We are in April 21st now, and we don't know how much longer we will be staying like this and making the new normal. So, Bu Dewi, are you going to share the screen again?
Now I can share the share. I have already downloaded.
Yes.
Can you see clearly?
Yes. Yes, we can see.
And the voice is okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, without voice.
The voice is there. The voice is there, Bu Dewi.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I thought I forgot to share with the computer sound.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All over the world.
Manajemen waktu, how to manage and stick to the
COVID-19 cases number, and COVID-19 is still impacting our life until today.
Okay.
We had
I think
conducted
we
a
have
survey
problem
with
with
some of
the
its minor
network
participants.
again.
The result from
So,
217 respondents were 29%
hello.
or 64 respondents
It's fine,
told
Prof. Riri.
about time management while
Is
doing
it
work and school
good?
from
Is it
home,
Right.
running, Bu
but
Afni?
only 4
Yeah, masih.
respondents
Hello.
still
Masih
had a
running.
good time.
The video is still running.
How to manage time well? Good time management is made by making to-do lists and prioritizing our activities. Everything is important, but there must be more important things on our to-do list. Those that are urgent and related to deadline. Put them first on the to-do list, then followed by things that are less prioritized. And next is setting mindset. That these days at home is not different like usual days. There is time to work and to rest. Schedule is ongoing and we still stay on it. We all have time. Time is the most precious resources which is given to us. In terms of time, all of you could delay or postpone your activity. However, you never ever delay the time. Time is always moving forward, whether you use it, whether you spend it, or whether you not using it. Therefore, time is more value than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. Everyone has given the same length of time, that is 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Ideally, everyone spend 24 hours a day to be 8 hours for working time, 8 hours for sleeping time, and 8 hours for other activities. When facing this kind of pandemic situation, this is hard situation for everyone that push everyone stay at home, which is everyone must stay at home, do everything from home, and do it at everything at home. So what should we do to be stressed or to be relaxed in dealing with all of this? Doing everything at home with our family, of course, we should be happy to spend 24 hours a day with our family. Again, actually, we have to stress that we are unable to manage the time. We are able to set our priorities of our activities. Which activity is important and urgent, which activity is important but not urgent, which activity can be delayed, which activity can be delegated, and which activity may be removed. Thus, we have to set plan, daily plan, weekly plan, monthly or annual plan. Then, all of our plan put as our agenda, save in the gadget, and remember to set on reminder or notification. Of course, focus to do it, your plan, and enjoy it. Keep happy whether the unexpected occur and not according to the plan. That's normal and can be happen to everybody. Involve all family members in fun activities such as cooking, gardening, painting, yoga, sewing. Involve kids to learn coding, to do photography, play music together, karaoke, Lego, or play chess, dance together,
do theater, art, do sports, embroider, stitch, clean the house, carpentry, handicraft, and many, many more activities. Involve kids and husband in all activities. And surprisingly, kids will love to understand parents' working environment. Increase creativity by searching new ideas on internet. And always feeling blessed, being together and spend precious time with family. And we realize that every moment can be sweet memory to all of us, to all family members. Time is free, but it's priceless. You cannot own it, but you can use time. You cannot keep it, but you can spend time. Once you lost the time, you can never get it back. Time spent for everyone is unique, which depends on everyone's situation. Someone only has 6 hours sleeping time and others has 4 hours sleeping time because of longer working time. Usually people sacrifice their sleeping hours for longer working hours. Therefore, my suggestion is stay focused, manage your priority, manage your mind, stress control, and sleep well, drink enough water, do physical exercise, be grateful and cheer up. And sleep is important because sleep may be nature's time management tool according to New York Times, and making regular sleep a priority might even improve your ability to manage your time.
Okay, then back to Prof. Riri.
Thank you so much, Bu Dwiza. And we'll go to Bu Karlisa from IPB Bogor, please. Professor, yes, please, Bu Karlisa.
Thank you very much, Prof. Riri, for the time. I actually want to share a bit about what I present on last Tuesday on the Kartini Day event.
Yes, please.
Especially for Professor Takako Hashimoto, because you were there, but you cannot understand what we were talking about because it's all in Indonesian. I will share a little bit in English. I will try as much as I can, but I will use my slide. Please allow me to use my slide. I will share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen already?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, I agree with Professor Paulina. She mentioned that it is important now to focus on the mental health because after some time when after we have to work from home for about like more than several months, maybe we will have mental problems, mental issue. So we have to cope with the mental issue as well. So what I talked about in last Tuesday was about how to manage the stress for mom during COVID-19 pandemic. And this is my slide. This is just an introduction of myself. And then I start with why we have stress during this COVID-19 pandemic. First is, of course, because we need to teach our children. We need to be the teacher for our children because we have to do the school from home thing. And then we have another problems related with COVID-19, which is the worries about losing a job, for example, worries about getting sick, overwhelmed with news about death tolls and economic recession, and then isolation from friends and families and so on. All of these things make us stressful. And then I just want to say to everybody at that time, but that it is natural to feel stressed. It is okay to feel stressed. Many of us are feeling stressed, and it's okay. We are working on this together. And then I continue with the symptoms of stress that we may have. The first symptoms is we can see from the psychological point of view. First, the stressed people will have a high anxiety, and then they will have difficulty sleeping. And then the second one is they will be more emotional, they will be more sensitive, maybe they have high anger, marah-marah in Indonesian. And then the third sign is stressed people can get sick very easily, and they lost body weight or they increase their body weight significantly. Then the last symptom is they have bad time management. So that's the stress symptoms. So I hope nobody here is feeling stress. But if someone here is feeling stressed, then I just want to say that stress is okay, because especially during this pandemic, it's very normal to feel stress. And then how to manage our stress? We have I took the source from WHO. So WHO has published an article about how to manage the stress. First is to contact the closest person. You can contact your friends, contact your family. And then if you have to stay at home, you must maintain a healthy lifestyle. You have to have enough sleep, you have to have enough exercise, and so on. And please do not deal the stress with negative ways. You have to deal with the stress in a healthy manner. You can contact your physical advisor or doctor if it is required. And then the fourth is, please do not believe all the news, because not all news are correct. You have to select which news are correct and which news are not, so you won't get too panic. And then the other is to limit yourself from listening news that make you more stressed, and then you can do activities that makes you relax. That's the tips from WHO. And then on Tuesday, I also talk about how I manage my own stress, because I was having stress previously. I even have depression actually. So I have to go to a medical doctor to get help. And then the medical doctor gave me antidepressant medicine. So I share with the mothers on Tuesday how I manage my own stress. So when I feel that I got more sensitive or I angry a lot, then I do this mind map. So I list things that makes me worry. So for example, during this pandemic, I have to teach my children. I have 3 boys at home, that everybody has to have a good education during this pandemic. So it's quite stressful for me. And then sometimes I feel I have too many tasks to do. I have office task A, office task B, housework, project A, project B, and so on. And sometimes I also get stressed if my closest family member is sick. For example, my children or my husband is sick. And then I also worried of getting sick myself. And then sometimes I feel like I have financial problem. And then if my husband or my family is far away, so nobody is helping me at home, it makes me very stressful. Then what I do is to select which one is the anxiety, which one is the priority. And anxiety means something that we don't have to think about. We have to think about the solution, not the problem. So here I try to cross. I have to remove things that is anxiety. For example, too many tasks. Here, too many tasks is anxiety, because what I have to focus on is the task itself, not the too many tasks, but how to do the task. And then the second anxiety is that the closest family member is sick. For example, in this case, I do not have to worry about my closest family member who is sick, because we cannot change that situation. What we can do is to take care of the family member, not worry about him getting sick, but we have to take care of him. And then worry of getting sick, this is also anxiety. Financial problem, also anxiety, because what we have to do is we have to look for additional projects, for example, or additional jobs to get more financial stability. And then husband and family is far away and no one is helping at home. This is also anxiety. And then after we remove this anxiety, whether using drugs like antidepressant medicine or anything, we can focus on the priority. So first anxiety is gone. And then we put the additional jobs related to financial issues, for example, or related to taking care of the sick, for example. And then we add the good things that we need to do. For example, watching movies. I like watching movies, so this should be on my priority list. And then cook my favorite foods, and then paintings, doing sport, and then sleep. And then I try to manage which one is more priority than the others. First priority for me is teaching my children. As I said, I have 3 boys at home, so I focus more on teaching them first before the others. And then the second one is office task A, and then the others and the others. And then, for example, this housework B, for example, managing cleaning your own stuff, for example, you can delegate this to children. This is what I do. So if they make the house dirty because of their activities, they have to clean it by themselves. Well, we can teach our children by also delegate some houseworks to the children. So that means this is less work for me too, and also good education for the children. And then I move on to the additional job A, for example. And then if I feel that it is still too many jobs for me, then I can delegate the other jobs to the others or say no to the job. We can only do what we are able to do. So that's my principle now. I will only do what I feel that I can do. If I feel that it is too many jobs for me to do, then I will say no to the job. Of course, saying no in a good way, in a good manner, but other people do not know our conditions. So the one who knows our own condition is ourselves. So we have to be able to say no. And then what about this? The good things that I would like to do. I put this together with teaching the children. So I do painting and do sport by teaching the children as well. So this becomes the first priority. And then the cook favorite foods, it becomes together with the housework. Then watching movies, probably after all the jobs have been done. And then sleep is the most important priority. If I don't have enough sleep, then my mind will be more stressful. It will be more complicated to do everything the next day. So even though the other jobs are not yet finished, I still have to focus on my sleep. So if it's around 9 o'clock in the night, for example, then it's time for me to sleep. So I have to stop doing any job, stop thinking about everything, and then I sleep. We have to have a good sleep. So that's a bit of my share during the Tuesday event. And I want to show you a bit about the good video that I found on the internet.
I recently came across this image and story and had to share it with you. The man in this picture doesn't know that there is a snake underneath. The woman doesn't know that there is a stone crushing the man. The woman thinks, I am going to fall and I can't climb because the snake is going to bite me. Why can't he use a little more strength and pull me up? The man thinks, I am in so much pain, yet I'm still pulling you as much as I can. Why doesn't she try and climb a little harder? The moral is, you can never see the pressure the other person is under, and the other person can't see the pain you're in. This is life, whether it's with work, family, feelings, or friends.
So this is a bit of my video that I show on Tuesday. The moral of this video is, I think the first one is to always be a good person because we don't know the problem of other people. And then the second one is, other people do not know my problem. Other people do not know my situation. So if I feel that I cannot do a job, then I have to be able to say no and tell to other people what my problem is so that they can know my problem and they will understand me better. And then the third one, the most important one, is to accept yourself, make peace with yourself. So do not compare your life with others because we don't know other people's problem. Even though I have depression, for example, or other we don't know if other people also have depression. So we cannot compare our life with others. So please just enjoy your own life. This is what I do for myself. So this is what I share to others too. So that's a bit of my presentation on Tuesday. The last thing that I want to share is about a good quote here. Life is a comedy for those who think and a tragedy for those who feel. So we don't have to feel about everything too much. We don't have to be too sensitive. We just have to think what is better for us. So that's all. Thank you very much, Prof. Riri, for the opportunity. Thank you.
Actually, we have so many speakers. Amiyano Sensei, till what time shall we close? Because we have to talk about more on what to do next. You know, what do you think? Because you're Region 10 WIE coordinator, please.
Amiano
Emmy,
has left
are you
already,
here?
Prof. Riri. Miss Emmy has left already.
Amy
Okay.
already had gone. Yeah.
Maybe Prof.
Prof. Sally or Prof. Takako, maybe.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. The
Celia, you want to
yeah.
say something?
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you. Thank you, Prof. Takako.
yeah.
Thank you, Prof. Reddy. Actually, can you hear me?
Yes, clear.
Yes. Thank you. So this pandemic has equipped us and made us adaptive to learning and adaptive to new technology. And we cannot stop our work, but for your kind information, that we are doing Region 10 conference, 10 SIM 2020. I can remember because I can feel closeness to Indonesia section because 2016, Indonesia section was doing 10 SIM in Bali. And online, I helped Indonesian section WA members, specialist Prof. Ridi, and Indonesia section Women in Engineering had a very successful Women in Engineering track in TENSIM 2016. And hopefully, we already talked with Professor Takako for TENSIM 2020. We received a very good response. And during the pandemic, it was a good time or hard time or a difficult time to handle more than 1100 paper review process. I'm very happy that the friends in whole region 10 helped us, whether male or female, all female researchers I know, they also helped us. And this is a symbol of productivity, what women in engineering can do even in a stressed period. They helped us for conducting the review process. Hopefully, we are talking with Takako Hashimoto. Takako Hashimoto has connected us to the global MCE. Hopefully, many people are thinking about the canceling or delaying the conference, but we are very working hard. And we are the people, we are strong people, we are all working hard. So we will do TENSIM 2020, the first virtual Region 10 flagship conference. So I welcome you all for the Women in Engineering track of TENSIM 2020. Hope the brainstorming that now we are doing for this corona pandemic, hope we will reflect the outcome during our TENSIM 2020 Women in Engineering track. Apart from that, we are doing Power and Energy Society Day because it is a global day. We are not celebrating, but we are reminding people that how we can use the resources of power and energy for handling COVID-19. And also you know that side week is going on from 25th April to May 2. Indonesia section has a very good humanitarian technology community. So we are also inspiring more women to involve in humanitarian technology to handle COVID-19, such as automatic hand sanitizer, such as creating or giving their idea for ventilation and others. So there are a lot of things going on. I hope we can share later. So now many people and many distinguished mentors are there who will share their comments. I Thank Indonesia Section WI to connect us all. Especially, I could listen to what the amazing women in engineering members are doing in Indonesia section. That really gave a very positive vibe to me. Take care. Hope to meet you again for TENSIM 2020 Women in Engineering track.
Thank you, Dr. Celia Saknas. Professor Takako Hashimoto, I would like to know about the San Diego meeting.
Yeah.
Are you going to join the summit?
Yes,
Because it's
yeah.
But
yeah.
it's you have to pay, right?
Yeah.
Sir.
But I don't think we can go. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's closed. But the registration is closed right now,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Already. Oh.
Yeah. But maybe we cannot. Yeah, we cannot organize. We cannot have the maybe virtually. So if we have, yeah. So can I share the activity initiative from Region 10?
Yes.
Yeah. So in this difficult situation, we are going to organize new initiatives for supporting I2P members in Asian Pacific area. The number one is, of course, a virtual event. So like as Celia mentioned, so we are trying to change different event to organize virtually. So, and we will support such virtual event and to connect the event organizer to the IEEE meeting committee MCE. And of course, and we are sending the kind of any participants and speakers. So we are helping. And another one is a webinar. So we are now working together with Educational Activity Board. And we already have a meeting with Professor Toshi, IEEE President, and our Educational Activity Board President and other staffs. And we are trying to provide that kind of the good webinar content in local languages, in such as Japanese, Chinese, and Indonesian, and something like that. So we try to provide a diverse webinar content utilizing the existing educational contents from IEEE. And then another one is multimedia kind of the contents to highlight the distinguished IEEE members to motivate the IEEE members in Region 10. So kind of the personality observance, multimedia personality observance. So we are providing the video contents, multimedia contents to show to introduce the really good member to empower the Legion of members, kind of. So we will try to find a good member from WIE and YP and student and so on. So now we plan to organize this kind of really good member to empower the Legion of members. Yeah. I think so in this difficult situation, so anyway, so we have to do something new initiatives. And of course, Professor Toshi, the current president of IEEE, he also wants to have the kind of new activities, new initiatives. So therefore, we are working for IEEE members. So if you have any opinions and suggestions and ideas, please let us know. So we try to collect your thoughts and ideas to improve our activities. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yes, Bu Afni, you can lead the for the discussion, please, Bu Afni.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Prof. Takako, Prof. Celia. I think we hope that we can do something together from this sharing session. What we can plan, what we can initiate together to share positive inspiration amongst countries all of us currently are facing this pandemic together. So I think I got I got some idea from Prof. Celia talks before that we may have some initiation how to share some humanitarian technology innovation for each country in order to handle this pandemic. So I guess it will be a great webinar if each of countries can share what is the innovation in technology, especially technology engineering and technology in handling COVID-19. Because in Indonesia, in IEEE Indonesia section, we also have a lot of innovation that try to have government to handle this pandemic. So I guess if we can make it in one webinar, it will be very good inspiration amongst countries to share the innovation on each countries. What do you think about it, Prof. Celia, Prof. Takako, and others? We propose if let's say we can handle a webinar that can share technology innovation from its countries to handle pandemic COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, I completely agree with Afni. So there, as an engineer, we have to work for this difficult situation, COVID-19 pandemic. So actually, as an engineer, I am working together with a Ministry of Health in Japan. So I am a computer scientist and data science, and I'm now analyzing the social media data. Social media data is one of the very important information resource for analyzing the pandemic situation in the society, and such kind of the technology is quite appreciated in the current situation, especially. So I think that we can do something new for this situation using technologies. Thank you.
Okay, I think Dr. Afni is with her son. So she's with, maybe we were thinking about what next after what we should do after this meeting, you know, and maybe we have some more modules, like for example, Dr. Dini prepared some repository and things, yeah. And you maybe we may make a webinar for but I'm not sure. We would like to see actually, Takako Sensei, how they organize webinar now, because it's like already Emiliano left. I'm not sure, but if it's too long, do you know where she is? Yeah.
Yeah, but WebEx is okay, no problem. Everyone, if you are IEEE member, we can open the WebEx session.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So, but normally is it one day or how long? Because how long is one session like this should last it for?
Actually, up to us. So if we want to have the 2-hour session, we just book the WebEx for 2 hours. And if we want to have one day, so we can have one longer session.
I think 2 hours is good. I think one day is too long.
Yeah.
I can't remember we have legit meeting for one day.
We don't meet one day long. So it was so tiring. So, but 2 hours is
yeah, you can organize as many times. Yeah. I want to share something about because I'm with the humanitarian activity committee and on the communication team, and of course this year we have Auya to help us. So this year also initiative on internal communication would be we try to focus on the humanitarian work effort of IEEE with the linkage to the UN Sustainable Development Goal for the SDG. So we plan to also organize the several webinars throughout the year, and also do something of the video clips. Something that's, for example, like 3 to 5 minutes that highlight the activity that would relate to SDG for the from around the world. Okay, so now we are in the process of thinking of how to encourage the participation Okay, so for like a Indonesia section and like Hong Kong and Japan, yeah, you can like join in for we will invite you on some of the webinar as a speaker. Yeah, in the area of the SDG that you relate to, like Paulina, maybe you could help a lot in terms of the SDG related to the industry because of your great exposure on that. Yeah, and also for the I think for the video clips as well, like so it's been like so Celia has also mentioned about the digital innovation of the humanitarian. Okay, so I think if we could put that as a clip and we have a channel like a YouTube and everything to to put that video up, so it would be it's good to show the effort of IEEE with relation to SDG. Yeah, so that is what I want to add in, and we work on the HAC this year. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, this morning I've just actually do that also for SDGs number 2 for Indonesian universities. So maybe we can do things because yes, this week they just learned about the ranking on sustainability by Times Higher. So everyone on the hypes of talking about their evidence that they have put together in each university. So our university is doing quite well, 47 in the world.
Congratulations.
Thank you. A lot of evidence, we put a lot of work on putting all the evidence together, knowing that how our university impacting the society needs to be provided in the internet, but it's something other than what we have talked. But I'm sure a lot of us, I'm still wearing this metric things this morning. I'm sure a lot of us doing that also in each of our university. So, but actually, we would like to get done something. What is the next things? After Afni told you about our future webinar will be on nutrition because we have Ibu Ke, and then also more webinar in Indonesian. But I'm not sure what we can do, after this Takako Sensei. We're thinking about enlarging this webinar to more like today. It's more. We still have modules from Indonesian, but maybe from other country also. So it's just like a call, and then we will select the modules that will be presented. I'm not sure if that is something that because we have a lot of energy now at home, it's like setting things like this.
Because by using webinar, everything will be less complicated, right? So I think we can say more and more.
Yeah, I see. And this time, so Indonesian WIE organized this great event. So for example, next time, Japan WIE will organize this event. We can, do that, sequentially. So I think this is a really good initiative. So we can, each countries or each sections, WIE can organize, host this event. Yeah,
that's good idea.
So when do you think is the next? Because this time is yours, you decide the time, so we all meet together. It's a blessing. when do you think we should meet next, so that the
I think
rest of the modules prepared by our friends can be
maybe
and you can have your Japanese friends and maybe two modules to speakers from Japan, to speakers from from Taiwan, Thailand,
Hong Kong, Bangladesh, and and also Philippines. We have the good friend Philippines, Malaysia. We have a lot of friends in region 10. But next time, so Japan WIE will organize this WebEx, web meeting. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Very clear.
Yes.
Maybe 3 weeks. Like, so
when do you think?
I think in middle of May, or maybe. Let me discuss with my colleagues. So Amy and the other WI members. But I think, maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, I think.
Yeah, and then you can let us know.
Yeah,
because now there are so many webinars.
Yeah, I know. And,
like,
maybe
even they have to handle several webinars as well, like during the first week, second week, third week.
Too many meetings. But according to Babadi's suggestions, so we don't have the long session. That maybe the 1 hour, 1.5. That's also
that's
long
good.
session.
Yeah.
And every country can introduce the current situation for the COVID, and also the what are you doing, what is happening, and what are we doing, or we can share. That today's information is very helpful and very valuable, but we can share the kind of COVID ID.
I think we can set up like a different theme for each time. So even you want to address COVID-19, maybe it can be different from today and so on, or maybe like some presentation can also be Japanese specific. So because we all have a different culture, so the way we handle is different. So it's good for sharing.
Yes, actually theme can be chosen based on the local community.
I think so. That's great.
That women in engineering group and that section can decide what they will focus for that webinar. That will help to know the others, that what the problem other countries are facing.
So therefore, I think but not only Japanese situation, but also Indonesian, Thailand, Bangladesh. So we can share we can choose the kind of speakers and also discussion. Casual discussion is very important like this. So it is good.
Yeah, actually, we already think that this should be not more than 2 hours, because people have to go and things, So but we already have started to talk about using WebEx. We started WebEx also last time, but it was quite, requires a big bandwidth. Like today, I'm going out and in, for some time. So maybe a Zoom meeting will be okay. But if you already got the time, I can set it up. When do you think? And then we still organize who can talk in it. Takako say. Do you think 2 weeks time will be fine, or when do you think is the best? Well, it's easy like this.
You say mid-May, right?
Mid-May. I think 2 or 3 weeks later. So let me discuss with.
I think you have to take time to arrange.
Maybe actually the preparation is not so, but anyway, everyone is too busy, right?
Yes.
So, very difficult to find a good time. But anyway, so let me discuss. And the Saturday afternoon is maybe good. How about you? Saturday afternoon? For me, it is okay. Saturday afternoon.
Now it's also good time. Because
I think,
if it's still situation is like this, actually weekend is good.
Weekday we are already occupied by a lot of meetings. So meeting or lectures. Okay. Saturday.
Okay. 3 weeks time from now will be fine. I think we can set. I can set it up. The day, the time, the thing with this. But hoping that we have more participants from Japan and ready with the modules and
and also we should have a kind of team. I want to know all the email address and contact for the attendees for all the attendees of this meeting. So
okay. Can I make just a WhatsApp group for us, all of us, because everyone is on the WhatsApp already, except Fadi, I think I need your and the rest is easy. So I can make the WhatsApp group for that, and we can edit more on. Yes, great. So we have one more speakers to talk. Do you think we have time, or it's okay next time? Because she's ready. Busri, you want to? I'm not sure. Busri, do you still want to say something? Yes, please. You just have 2 minutes. 2 minutes, please.
I will try to share my screen.
Okay. Yes, please.
Because my husband is one of deputy of Indonesia Minister of Finance, Sri Mulyati Indrawati. So every day I overhear the meeting. So I think I want to share some lesson from Dr. Sri Mulyani Indrawati, Indonesia Minister of Finance here now. She always said that this COVID-19 it may be will take long, so we have to prepare and don't think life will not. We have to think that why will life will not the same as before the pandemic. So we have to change our mindset. Now, Indonesia's Ministry of Finance has started to review their strategic plan, including business process, infrastructure, and human resources. So they try to keep what good here in this situation. So a refinement in this COVID-19 situation will be always improve, like efficiency, how to manage the service to community. So I think that is a good thought for us also as a mother and as a lecturer, that we have to try to live with COVID-19, not only waiting them to disappear. And we have to make improvement instead of just think to do business as usual as before the pandemic. We have to start to think to make improvement. What if the situation will keep long? As Cecilia said, that life have to terus jalan apa?
Continue.
Go on, yeah.
Go
Go
on.
on. Yes.
That's all, I think. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sri. I think that summarizes what we are going to do forward, and I think we can do the discussion further in the WhatsApp group. I'm so happy that I have Dr. Paulina Chang WhatsApp group because of the meeting last time in Bali. So a real meeting is important, but then we have to change. Now we have to keep moving. So maybe we will organize that. I mean, we can start sharing also in our WhatsApp group. But I'm so happy today that our virtual meeting makes us feeling happy also, because we can share with others. So before we close, maybe I would like to call Professor Takako Hashimoto again for the closing, please.
Oh, thank you so much for giving us a really great opportunity and your leadership. So this is a very nice initiative. So for sharing our knowledge and experiences in this very serious situation, but I believe we can overcome this situation. So using technology as engineers, so I'm sure that we can work together. So and I hope this very difficult problem will be solved as soon as possible. So maybe next time, I really hope the situation is getting better. And anyway, see you again next time. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Will we take a group picture?
Bye-bye.
Will we take a group picture?
Actually, I already
From the
take a
host.
group picture. Yeah. Okay.
Sure, that's good. You already posted?
Everyone have to open.
Not yet. I already capture.
Yeah. Please,
Everyone is on.
Please post to Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Please take care, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, till we meet again. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Can you WhatsApp me
You can
your WhatsApp number, please? Yeah,
yes.
thank you.
Okay. I send you via the
Bye,
message.
Cecilia.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Takako, Celia, Paulina. Oh yes.